2026, January 2026. Starting the new year off with a bang. Here we are live in Wellington, New Zealand. Welcome to everybody watching the VOD. We are open to the public right now, and the Maidens are playing a coin drop tournament. So if I dip out for a second, it's probably because I'm serving a customer. Sorry about the score camera. We've just had the New Zealand Pinball Championships, and everything's a bit out of place. And we adjusted all the new games, but we haven't done Godzilla. But you can still kind of make out the score there, and the playfield looks all good. There we go. Here we have Kelly, player 3, takes a right out lane. Alright, here we go. I think this is player 1 on Godzilla. I believe this is her first time playing. I'm just going to quickly find the tournament listing, and we will go from there, and I'll post it in the chat. Here we go. I think I found it. Beauty, check out that link in chat. I will pin that for us. There we go. Nice. Here we have Carly, player 2 on Godzilla. I believe this is a game she is very familiar with. Well, at least the layout. Here we go, and I'm just gonna share this link to the Discord. Get some viewers in. Unfortunate drain for Carly there.
Still on tournament settings. It looks like the old one.
Here we go, Esther on Godzilla. I think that's a score of 15 million. I would zoom in, but I can't be bothered reverting it afterwards. Nice, Lights Mecha Godzilla on the right there. Hey Simon, good to have you in the chat. Should be a good tournament tonight. Should be pretty friendly. Here we go, Toes for Titanosaurus. This mode is pretty limiting in terms of shots available at a time. You want to hit practically every target on the playfield one at a time. Starting with on the building there, you'll see there's a target on the left flashing a little blue circle. There we go, Carly giving us giving the Maidens a demonstration. Here we go, and newcomer Lucy, player 1 Godzilla Ball 3. I think this might be her first evening playing pinball. Actually, what a good night to choose. Joined in on the Maidens. Here we go, this ball looks to be traveling super fast. So she's doing a good job managing it. Nice shot to the building. There we go, another shot to the building. The magnet doesn't even seem to be catching it. Might be something I need to look into soon. There we go, enough hits to the building and she will light her multi-ball. She'll bring that building down a level and open up a shot for the locks. Nice! Yeah, no magnet action. I don't even think I saw a little animation or anything, like any light show animation for that hit. Might need to go in there and give the switch plug a little reseat, see if that brings these switches to life. Heard a report that 2 ramps didn't light a mode earlier, so definitely need to look into that. Here we go, Carly going with the short plunge. Guaranteed a skill shot, even if it's not that lucrative, it still adds a few seconds of ball save, which arguably could be priceless. Here we go, nice! 2 loops in a row. Just drains with ball save going. Let me get the iPad out here so I can draw over the screen. And after the New Zealand champs, we took the opportunity to rearrange the whole arcade and have set up the Keith Elwin corner. In the back of the shop, we have Jurassic Park, Godzilla, King Kong, and Iron Maiden all lined up together. They're all and there's no TV screens or tables interrupting the games. They are squished together. There we go. Mr. Peanut in the chat. Welcome in, Callum. Building is dead. Didn't register for Oxygen Destroyer. That's not good. That's not good to see. Here we go. Just testing the pen. Looks pretty good. Nice. Kelly, player 3. Not too sure what score she has to beat. I think she might be on 20 million. We'll be keeping an eye on that building shot, especially because Lucy was nailing that. Here we go. Callum, do you know if that was happening over the weekend during NZ Champs? Hey, thank you, Pinball Jones, rating with 7 people. If you're new to the channel, we are a pinball arcade in Wellington, New Zealand, the only pinball arcade in New Zealand. And tonight, the Multiball Maidens local monthly women's tournament is being held, and so I figured we'd get it on stream and show off the cool action that the Maidens get up to. Here we go. Kelly goes Geigen. Geigen is probably the simplest of all modes. 2 shots lit at every time, at all the time. Both the ramps. 8 ramps total and you're clear. Once you hit 4 ramps, you will light one of your allies on the scoop, which could give you double scoring, addaballs, and other little goodies. There we go. Callum didn't have a whole game, didn't get a game on Godzilla during the whole weekend. Yeah, okay, I definitely played it about halfway through qualifying. And I believe I saw that Oxygen Destroyer working on one of the other players. Here we go, brings a multi-ball in. brings Mecha Godzilla. I believe that is, yeah. Hey, thank you, Pinball Jones. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it, bro. Here we go. Kelly got up. I think she's got 2x scoring with Gigan and Mecha Godzilla Multiball. She has the last jackpot lit on this left ramp before needing to hit the last one of the targets on that Mecha Godzilla turntable. Beauty. She is on the way, or the road, to big points. There we go. Still nailing that right ramp, continuing to advance Gigan. That was 7 million just for that ramp there. Might hitting the action button there, did a little heat ray. That might have been 30 million just from that heat ray. Very lucrative time to do it. There we go, 40 million from Gigan. There we are, 100 and something million. She is smashing this game. Multi-ball is over, but she took home all the points she needed. There we go, what's she going to choose? I can't even read those options. Well, let's hope it was a good one. Next time we're on Godzilla, we'll have that camera adjusted. Here we go. Moves to a new city. What's this Carnage bonus going to be worth? She might have taken 2x into it as well. Not too sure. 8 million. Nothing crazy, but hey. I think she is leagues ahead of everyone else at the moment. There we go. I think 130 million. However, Esther is player 4, and I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe Esther won the main women's tournament at the Brisbane Masters last year. So she is not a player you'd want to see in player 4. Here we go. Nice, got her flight of jets going. Pretty casual mode. I like that about Keith Alwyn, always including kind of casual side modes that happen very naturally as you progress through the game. There we go. Nearly going for a second round of Mecha Godzilla Multiball. Very underrated Multiball in my opinion, especially if you've got a bit of lube on those spinners. Ooh! Dead bounce to the out lane. There we go. Now she needs to hit this building, hoping it registers. Oh! I missed that. Where did the ball go? Clearly down some sort of exit to the middle. That is all good. 148 million for Kelly is a pretty damn good score, especially with how fast this Godzilla's playing. Nice skill shot. Esther's celebrating. However, she still has a score to beat. I think Esther is on 38 million. Spinner orbit, then between the flippers. Oh yeah, the old. It's been doing it on this copy. You hit the spinner real clean, and it hits this wall right here, and it just bounces to the flippers, and it doesn't cleanly feed your left flipper for a live catch like it did in the past. There we go, Mecha Godzilla Multiball. 3 shots are lit. After hitting one of the shots, you need to hit one of the lit targets on the Mecha Godzilla bank. Once you've completed all 3 jackpots, you'll have a chance at the super. Nice. Now Esther has just that left ramp lit for the 3rd jackpot, and then after that she has to hit one of the Mecha Godzilla targets and she can start building up her super. Here we go. Takes a drain there. Looks like it just kind of rolled off her flipper. Maybe she was too focused on that top flipper. Happens from time to time. Here we go. Nice shot at the spinner. Practically getting super close. Ooh! Unfortunate drain down the middle. Let's see what her score is. I don't think it's close to Kelly's, but you never know on a game like this. Yeah, it looks like 84 million. Definitely not in the hundies. Hey, that's a pretty damn good game of Godzilla if you ask me. Nice work, Maidens. And in a second, we'll pop over to the other stream. This is like the one other game doesn't really have the score set up. There we go. Arcade is getting busy. Just having to serve a few customers there. Here we are in Pulp Fiction. I think Godzilla and Pulp Fiction were the last minute additions to this tournament, so we didn't actually set up the score cameras. And of course, these are the only 2 games being played this round. However, we can still check out some flipper action here. Here we go. Pretty sure Jennifer was having a big ball there. She is player 2 of ball 3, and somebody clearly did well enough to score a replay, as we can see there. Here we go, Emmeline stepping up, player 3, ball 3. Now, a fun fact about this Pulp Fiction in particular, the super skill shot, where you hold the left flipper up and full plunge all the way around, it's not working at the moment. The gate up here is not opening. The game can't physically open the gate anymore. That little coil that drives a little wire up, that wire has snapped. So we're waiting for a replacement part before we can get that going again. So no super skill shots in Wellington at the moment on Pulp Fiction. There we go, nice shot. Snags her character. Now this is a good chance to go for that shot again. That way you can get that drop target down before hitting any other characters. I don't think that's coming back. Yeah, unfortunate drain there. Just timed out. Just timed out that ball save. Correct, Callum. Only half. Yeah, you can only clean half the car. You have to hit one spinner at a time. There's no complete orbits. And I guess, well, going left to right should be all good, but going right to left will feed the lanes. However, if you're doing the old chats in the in lanes to light your orbits for that racing mode, you'd have to exclusively go left to right, which is the orbit I find easier anyway. Whoa! Eventful drain there. Player 4, ball 3. Once this round gets scored, we can go to another game that hopefully shows the scores a little bit better. Nice.
Jen won by a landslide.
Apparently Jennifer won by a landslide. I imagine she got that credit there. Hit the replay. There we go. New round will be starting soon. Just waiting for them to get all the scores in. And for those who want to follow along on the match play, we have that link pinned in chat. There we go. They're all going to the desk now. Going to get that next round up soon. Nice. That was a 24-minute game of Pulp Fiction. So you know, it's must have been a big ball for someone. Jennifer, apparently. Here we go. Kelly's doing the match play now. See what the next round holds. It's going to be interesting to see what this company, Chicago Gaming, or Play Mechanics, kind of the combination of companies that built Pulp Fiction. It's going to be interesting to see what game they put out next. I've heard rumors that it is going to be Halo, and I've also... No, that's the only rumor I've heard. Which is an interesting license. Video game licenses seem to be the rage at the moment. We've got Pokemon rumored. We've just had Portal, and apparently Halo's also rumored as well. So we'll see how that goes. I think Halo might be too recent of a license. Hey, here we go, Circus Voltaire. We can't see the top half of the DMD. Man, we've got a real trend going here. We can't see half the freaking displays. But hey, this isn't something we can really do. We have the cameras in a fixed position on a big rail at the top of this arcade, and due to the the unique display placement of Circus Voltaire, that's the best we can get. I think, oh, this is just some dude playing it. I think the group is waiting for him to finish his game. While we wait, we will go to the other game being played. Here we go. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Here we go. Halo's pretty old as an Xbox launch title. Yeah, what's that, like 2000, 2001? That still feels a bit too recent for, you know, what pinball buyers are buying, you know, talking like Metallica, AC/DC, Kiss, you know, kind of like 70s, 80s is where the money's at in pinball. Even Pulp Fiction, I guess, is a bit recent. Foo Fighters is still pretty recent. However, that's just Alien Invasion, the pinball machine. We did get 2 avatars. No, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know who was asking for a second avatar. Definitely wasn't me. That that goes for the movies and the pinball machines. Yeah, I guess you're right. There's a few modern licenses, like Stranger Things is one of them. Even The Mandalorian. However, you know, like it's still, you know, Star Wars: The Mandalorian, which dates back to the 70s. Here we go. Close Encounters. You could argue it's a 2-shot game. If you're on the right flipper, you want to shoot the ball to the spinner and cash in one of the lanes. And if you're on the left flipper, just go for this set of 3 targets there, and it should hopefully give you something good. Preferably if there's a star, hit that and it'll give you one of your bonus multipliers. Yeah, it's not really about deep rules on this game. It's about surviving the ball. Basically, the ball feeds, as we've just seen there. This with just like the nature of these classics, it's half the battle is just fighting the ball and not figuring out the rules. Ooh, just like that. Now, with the center post being so close to these flippers, you can do the old kick pass where you let the ball just roll from the in lane. Don't flip, it'll hit the post and jump onto the flipper. Pretty ballsy to try and comp, but I think I did see Hugo pulling it off. There we go. Want to try Mark's avatar? Theme, but layout looks cool. I assume Mark's the designer of the Jersey Jack one. Was he the guy who did the Sonic Spinball homebrew that's been around the block at this point? Yeah, it's a pretty unique looking layout, that's for sure. Not too sure how I feel about those bottom playfields, but I reckon there are some wicked shots. That ramp that leads to the spinner looks tight as nuts. He was the Metroid homebrew. I can't remember what that one looks like. I can picture the back glass. I'm pretty familiar with most public homebrews. Oh, this could be an outlane. Nice. This lane up here it's practically an outlane in disguise. It usually feeds this top post and then goes straight into the outlane. Yeah, no, that new avatar is definitely unique. I'm not too sure if it had the greatest reception, but I could always appreciate someone doing something new and unique, trying to break the mold. Same goes for games like X-Men and whatnot. And I guess elements of John Wick are unique. That I like that buck on the bottom right of John Wick. And the dance party, I guess, is kind of unique in a modern setting, but I don't know. There we go. People are getting massacred by close encounters. Preferably when you plunge, you want to hit this top lane, the B lane in the middle, because there's a chance the ball will go through it and then back up. And every time you go through the lane, I believe even if it's unlit, it gives you 5,000 points, which is about the most amount of points any shot will give you on this game, excluding like bonus. And because she's gotten these two lanes completed, the left and middle targets on that roto bank are now worth 10 times the value displayed, which is pretty significant. And so it goes from it being a 400 point shot to a 4,000 point shot, for an example. There we go, gets the right lane, but cashes in some free roto targets, getting a bonus multiplier. There we go, takes it in lane, that's what we like to see. Hitting some drops. Ooh, straight through the flippers. Pretty classic close encounters. This center post, like there is only like enough room for the ball just to go through with maybe a millimeter to spare on each side. And it always manages to find it. Here we go, that marks an end to close encounters. There's a reason we brought in these old classics for the New Zealand Champs tournament, because we get fast games like that. And we're going to move over to Circus Voltaire again. I believe the group has started. I think they were kindly waiting for that gentleman to finish his game that he put a token in for. There we go, Esther's playing now. Esther is player 2. Nice, half the DMD is active. Not exactly what we hope to see, but that's about as good as we can get in terms of the display. Because those who aren't familiar with Circus Voltaire, if we look at this playfield here, the DMD is like sitting on the playfield at the very back, and so there's the back box trim and the glass trim that's covering our camera access to the display there. And because we have all the cameras fixed on a tray at the top of the ceiling, we can't really lower the camera to get a better view at that display. Here we go, just serving a customer. I'm back now. Esther looks like she's probably setting the score. Only ball 1, player 2. She is absolutely setting the score. Here we go, Carly. I believe she was playing a bit of this before, so hopefully she's gotten a feel for it. This is quite the wacky game. It's a bit hard to tell on stream, but this inlane setup. Usually inlanes kind of look like this. You know what I mean, in relation to the slingshot. However, on this game, the top of the inlane is around here, and there's a bit of wiggle room in this whole setup. I don't know how well I'm drawing that. Just creates for a very interesting bottom third, and you can get some really low outlanes like we just saw there, where the ball practically went like that. There we go, Stephanie stepping up. Here we go, we got a bit of a video mode. We'll see how this shows up on the display. Ooh, fails at the first one. Not what we like to see. Here we go, Esther stepping up again, player 2. Can't really tell what these scores are. Not at all. But that's all good, that happens. Just the nature of the beast. There we go, nice, gets her ringmaster up. I believe this might be her, at least her second, if she's was playing that first ball for a while. Opting not to try and nudge it off of that top there. I believe this is her second ringmaster, and so enough shots to the ringmaster. Just realised I've said that word a lot of times recently, but enough shots to the big green guy on the top right, and you'll get a cheeky multi-ball. And a good thing to note is that if you're playing any other kind of multi-ball in the game, say like the main one on the left ramp, and then during that you complete the ringmaster in that second phase, that multi-ball will get added to whatever multi-ball you're playing. Here we go, 8.6 million. Got to look at the score now. Nice, so pretty wicked animations on this game. And a lot of sound effects. I haven't played many of these later Bally Williams games. At all, to be honest. So playing a bit of Circus is quite interesting to see all the kind of developments they had in that time. Even just like when you put in a credit, or at least from my experience, it started playing me a little tune, as in like not just like a 2-second little jingle, like a full-on like 30-second tune. There we go, Ringmaster Frenzy. There we go, every shot into the Ringmaster's hole, excuse my language, will give you like 500k, 250k. Nothing crazy, but it's a pretty open shot where balls can kind of ricochet into it as they please. Yeah, 250k, nothing crazy, but always nice to be able to bring this into another multi-ball, which I don't think Esther has done here. But hey, points are points. Nice, now she starts her multi-ball on the left. Don't think she wanted to do things in that order, but hey, that's just how it goes, I guess. Here we go, higher wire multi-ball. I believe there are 3 jackpots lit at all times. I don't really know this game too in depth, but I believe the jackpots are the left orbit here, this kind of center horseshoe shot, and the right orbit. Should all give you jackpots, and they might be like 1,000,000 points or something. Pretty good going. Yeah, there we go, 1,000,000 per jackpot. I think that was a little grace period jackpot. Didn't last long, but hey, that's all good. Yeah, that high wire multi-ball is pretty tricky to start. That left ramp's not something I really want to be shooting, to be honest. Because although it's a pretty shallow ramp, it's at such an odd angle that you got to be pretty precise with it. And if you get a half ramp and the ball comes down, it's quite often not always going between the flippers, but definitely like, you know, giving you, yeah, it's not the easiest thing to recover from. It might be hitting the tip of your flipper or something. Sometimes it will go down the middle. From what I've experienced on this one, it typically hits the flipper around here, so it's not too bad. Here we go, I think it's juggler multi-ball. Be lucky and get the sneaky locks. Yeah, that's a good strat. When we had tournament mode enabled, it also turned on virtual locks, which whoever programmed that and programmed virtual locks to turn on with tournament mode, thank you, appreciate you. But when you have virtual locks and you have a ball locked up here from getting that lock, they kind of like dribble out into the slingshot, and so I find that even if I'm locking balls on that left ramp, I'm still not safe, and so I'm not really ever wanting to shoot that ramp at all, even when lock is lit, and even a sneaky lock is a bit dangerous there. So I consider this left ramp not even on the playfield. Hey, great ball from Esther. Here we go, 3,000,000 bonus. Hell yeah. Nice, here we go, Carly. Player 3, ball 2. Testing the ball save there, no stress. There we go. Hey, just making sure it's working properly. There we go. I think that might have been a house ball. Jesus, that is unlucky. Somebody maybe get a clip of that so I can rewatch that going forward. That was awful. Here we go. Stephanie, player 4, ball 3. Nice, has that ringmaster up. I think it's in the first phase, so it's not really worth much, but it's kind of just a chore you got to get out of the way. Here's a half ramp. Yeah, so that one went pretty high up. Came back to that flipper. Not bad, not bad. Nice, full ramp. Whoa. And that feed can be a bit dodgy. Reminds me a bit of the Uncanny X-Men, where that left ramp can kind of just like throw the ball up instead of just like dropping straight onto the playfield and continuing with its natural ball path. There we go. Cash is in her first ringmaster. I believe that's worth 1,000,000. Game does its little song and dance. Beauty, got that ringmaster popping. Nice work, Stephanie. Nice, live catch, that was beautiful. There we go, good recovery into their left orbit. That might have fallen into one of those subways. Marcus and I were investigating what happens behind that DMD, because the ball goes below it, and if it gets stuck up there, it will, or if it loses momentum from an orbit, it will kind of fall into one of 2 big subways. And I believe there is a coil that can divert the ball into those subways intentionally, and that might happen during some of the juggler locks. Quite the intricate game. That's true, Simon. Yeah, when you, especially on like a game like this, the ramps aren't too steep. You don't need a lot of power in that regard. So you're right. You don't. A game is uniquely shaped as this. You don't really want balls flying around and smashing a lot of stuff. I did have a go with the left flipper to this left ramp, but just there, I'm sure there's some copies where you're doing it, but like just the geometry of it to then go up, it's a bit clunky, so I wasn't having success with that. But you are right, I did see people nailing that left ramp. I think from me just being like a player player who looks for what shots are the safest. Like, you know, you look for the ratio between safe shots to points. Whoa, that was a wicked. Got a fat air ball off the ringmaster. I try to avoid the left ramp because although that multi-ball is pretty lucrative, I find I'm probably better off grinding out points in other places.
I saw that then. The ringmaster is getting a little bit funny about when it wants to actually like face the ball.
We got reports in from Esther that the ringmaster's being funny. Do you want to report to the chat? Nah.
I was just letting you know the ringmaster is like acting a little funny because I noticed that with mine too. It's like, what? Oh, okay. I'll tap it to release the ball.
Yeah,
And then he like went up extra and down again before it went in.
Alright, good shot. Oh yeah, it's a bit hard to tell on stream, but yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Looking down on it.
Yeah. Just got reports in from Esther. Ringmaster might have a game plan of his own, and not too sure exactly what she was describing, but it might be that he's kind of up or down at his own will. So hey, you know what? Free choice and all. Good on you, Ringmaster, but a bit what's the word I'm looking for? Can be a bit confusing if you're just trying to play the game. But I'm sure it's not too major as they're continuing to play. I think Esther might be on 20 million, which is a massive score. Here we go. In the next Ringmaster mode, I think this might be another multi-ball. I think this is the Raz mode. Hey, 3 million for defeating that one. Okay, it slowly gets lucrative. There we go. Got the cat. Cat giving us the free game. Beauty, Raz. Alright, let's see some Raz action. Extra ball might be lit, or maybe the special or something. I don't see that extra ball light being on, but it told us something is lit. Now let's see how lucrative these Ringmasters are. Nice! Gets one in. Here we go. Do we still have the staged balls disabled? I believe they... so current settings with tournament mode turned off, so just default settings. Every lock on the left ramp should stay locked on that wire form. I believe that is the story. I could appreciate that there is an option to turn that off for tournaments. And it definitely makes tournaments a lot harder because you have to face the feed from that locked ball, which will directly do a slingshot there. But I believe right now the story is with the Maidens, they are playing with balls locked on the ramp there. Here we go, Stephanie stepping up. This is player 4, ball 3. But it doesn't mean the end is in sight. I know Stephanie could put some rippers up. Yeah, so just enabling tournament mode on Circus Voltaire, as I found out this weekend, will automatically turn on the virtual locks related to that high wire multi-ball, which is great that they've just made it one setting. It saves us time. There we go. Ball save should hopefully give that back. Nice. Not an easy plunge. The ball is quite wild when it comes out of that plunger. There we go. 5 million. Not too sure who, what the order of the players was. I'm pretty confident Esther took the win on that one, just based on game time that I witnessed. I think Carly might have gotten 3rd place. Stephanie might be 2nd. I'm not too sure where Kelly placed. Oh well, we'll probably check on the match play as they submit the results. There we go, next round will be up soon. Here we go. Go to a Steve Ritchie Classic. World Poker Tour. Go. Perfect, now we should have the cameras all aligned up on this one. There we go, it's a bit finicky. I'm not too sure what's going on with this camera. I don't know if I can. It must be up to the physical camera. Some sort of refresh setting is catching the display a bit wrong. Here we go on World Poker Tour. We have Lucy. I don't know how I'm pronouncing this. Maybe Magda. I'll need a double check before I start using their name. Stephanie and Kelly.
The only thing that I know about the ball starts up there.
Refresh rate and DMD classic scanning stuff. Yeah, I think so. So maybe the refresh rate on the or the camera refresh rate is too high that it's actually catching the DMD strobing. Maybe if it was lowered, it would see what humans can see, which is not LEDs flickering on and off a million times a second. Here we go, Kelly giving us the tutorial.
Yeah, you get given a head at the beginning.
I think if you're just looking for like how do I get into a multi-ball, although we can't really see it, this upper playfield has a few shots all lined up in a row here, including one shot that just like exits down into the pop bumpers, and then one open shot that will hold a ball, like it will hold the ball as a captive ball. So if you shoot a shot in there, the game will catch that ball and it will plunge you another one, and you can then keep hitting the ball. And once you hit that ball enough times, it will be set free, and you'll have a cheeky multi-ball. And there's a few targets and a couple of mystery things and a few things related to hurry-ups on there. But most of the time when you're up there, you want to be bashing that captive ball. There we go, ball is locked. Lucy gets the plunge again. Steve Ritchie did an interview about the game. Complicated project with all the card combinations. Yeah, I was looking at this little row of inserts yesterday, and I think there's like with all 16 drop targets going, I was it kind of looked like it was auto detecting, or like as in once you've knocked a few targets down, it starts giving you options on how to do your hands. I know very little about poker, so excuse me if I don't have the correct terminology, but like, you know, getting your royal flush and your pairs and all that. And then once you've achieved them, and like so, it will start like lighting up for the ones to you to get to help like progress towards the next closest one. It sounds like a hell of a lot of programming, so yeah, I could imagine. And this DMD in the playfield is pretty sick. As someone who doesn't know anything about poker, I don't pay too much attention to it, unless I'm trying to see how close I am to finishing my hand. Yeah, I think Callum, you've kind of described what I was trying to say a bit better. It kind of auto-detects every possible poker combination. There we go, like this player here just got a pair.
Player 3 looks at King Crab. The hole is like
I think it's a pair. Awesome.
Here comes the turn. 7 of spades.
Nice hand. I think you can leave behind.
No, this so we'll try.
Player 4 looks at 6-5 offsuit. Get going.
Kind of done to make a pair. Three behind. Awesome. Kind of done to make a pair.
Here comes the flop. 8, 7, 9.
Here we go, Kelly. Player 4, ball 1.
One more hit.
She was asking me before about if there's lock stealing on that upper playfield in relation to that captive ball. And to be frank, I really don't know the answer, but I'm guessing that they're not really, that they're just, I assume, like, for example, say if it's 5 shots to the lock before your multi-ball starts, they're not really bothering in terms of multi-ball progression if the ball's in there or not, if it counts as a shot, especially in a multiplayer game like this. So if somebody's already got a ball locked, probably just you have to hit the same amount of shots. And if you take that ball, I think they will have to technically relock it, but it won't have reset their multi-ball progress. Or at least that's the way I would have programmed it. But I'm assuming it would have been done. There we go. Very tough left ramp. The angle of it. There's a wall here, and although it doesn't look bad from a top-down perspective, that wall is like practically parallel with how the ball kind of, the angle that the ball comes off that flipper to make that entrance. And so you got to be super precise with the shot, otherwise you're hitting the post here or hitting this post. It's actually a very, very tiny gap to get in that ramp. And same goes especially with this kind of your mode start shot here. It kind of falls down into a little scoop that goes into the pops. Very tricky shot. And again, just because it's angled, you kind of have to hit it kind of parallel to that wall.
I think you missed the full house.
Correct. What's that?
What? Good hand.
A lot of operators with TDs turn off the posts on the ramp. Oh, on the ramp entry. Is this the left ramp here? Yeah, because I think pretty much every time you hit this ramp, it kind of stops up here. I get what you mean. It is a bit of a flow killer. But I mean, like, you know, presentation's everything, right? So I agree with you there. You know, it lets you, and especially when it's doing the whole when you're going on to the next city, you know, it's got some pretty sick animations, especially with this color DMD installed when you go from city to city. So no, I agree with that. Oh, both ramps, of course, because there is a little post up here off the right ramp. Hey, pretty good ball from Kelly. That was pretty spectacular. 14 million. That is not going to be easy to catch. Callum reckons doesn't do lock stealing, similar to Foo Fighters. Yep, that makes sense.
I can give you a pair. Pair. Perfect.
Here we go. Tough drain. Tough drain for Lucy there. Here we go. Player 2. Let's see if I can adjust this this display. I realise I'm not seeing the scores correctly. Here we go 0. Too far. Not far enough. Here we go. That's a bit better. There we go. We're not really catching the last few digits, but that's all good. Yeah, can't trap up on that that top right flipper. That's fair. I feel like there's not really much of an opportunity to trap up on that upper playfield because those rubbers are so bouncy. The ball's always going from left to right. Even if you hold your flipper up, try have the ball land on it. I reckon with those flippers being so small, it's always just gonna bounce off anyway. Unless you're doing a bit of drop catching. But no, it's that's a good shout because it's pretty active upper playfield. There we go. Won the Los Angeles tournament. Here we go. Where are we going this time? I think we're going to Aruba. There we go. 1 million. Hurry up. 2 more hits to that ball to start. Oh, could trap from the feed. Yeah, that makes sense from the ramp or even that the plunger feed. Didn't even occur to me. That's a very good point. Nah, that's a good shout. So I believe if she wants to go to the next city, she's going to have to hit 6 ramps total, go through her flop, turn, and river, complete those twice to get through to the 3rd city. And so it's kind of like one hand to get through your first city, 2 hands to get through the second, 3 for the third, and then from onwards, and then on, it's 4. From what I read up, I looked at the rules a little bit yesterday, and that was kind of the only thing I really took from it.
There's the turn. 6 of diamonds. Keep going. Sweet trick. And here's the river. King of spades. Finishes with a pair of 9s. On to fabulous Las Vegas. Player 4 begins with king, 6 of gold. Get the extra ball. There's the flop. 5 and jack. Look at that. Nice trick.
Hey, great score from Kelly. 20 million. Leagues ahead of everyone else. Here we go. And one of the other things I do know about this game is that on the plunge there's 3 lights that roam between on and off. Similar to Batman 66. But not similar as that. Basically, they all have their own individual kind of award, and whatever one is lit when the ball goes into this buck here, it will give you that award. I believe one of them advances the ramps, advances your hands. I think one of them's a mystery, and then the other one lights a more typical skill shot, and that shot is this mystery little hole here on the playfield that is very tricky to hit. You got to hit it on just the tip of that flipper to get it in there. Here we go. I think this is ball 3. What did Lucy score? I think that might have been 10 million. Hey, 11 million. That is a pretty decent score from Lucy, especially I believe this might be her first evening playing pinball. 3.4 million for a straight flush on the drops. Well, hey, there you go. 3.4 million is nothing to be shy of on this game. Another thing I noticed is that there's a multi-ball that relates to your spinners. Every time you hit these orbits, it will go all around and hit both spinners based on how clean you hit it. And I think it's I want to say it's 75 spins between the two of them, and you'll get a multi-ball, and you can bring that multi-ball into other multi-balls. So if you start the main multi-ball, I believe you can then bring that spinner one into it, and it even might be vice versa. I think you can still make progression towards that main multi-ball during the spinner multi-ball. Can't remember all the names of these multi-balls. There's a lot of them. I think those are the kind of the three main ones. You got spinners, your more typical lock system, and then that little captive ball one on the top playfield. The green one that relies on locks, I believe, is a 3-ball multi-ball, and the other two, I believe, are quick multi-balls. You might even be able to stack all three of them. It might be a bit like Spider-Man in terms of starting Doc Ock and then going for your main multi-ball. Kind of reminds me of that. Hey, there we go, 12 million. Hell yeah. Takes second place. Might have a ball stuck. There we go. She cashing out a cheeky multi-ball with the ball stuck. Well, everyone was watching. I was watching. I didn't notice. Here we go. Rocket spinner multi-ball, and then the main multi-ball. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's got the most amount of balls in it, and it's typical light lock ball kind of system. There we go. Here's a multi-ball. Here's 4 balls in play. What are we doing here? Holy shit! How did we start this? 444,000 points. There we go. Maybe it was the main multi-ball that was started. Although locks look to be lit, I'm not too sure. Here we go. Takes an addaball. Good thing about these multi-balls is I believe the kept the ball up here. Not only is it giving you game progression, but it's giving you all-in multi-ball. All-in. Maybe it's okay. This might back up my lack of knowledge on poker, but maybe something related to her hand. And she went all in, and on the plunge advanced her hold'em, so advanced her hand, and maybe doing that, just luck of the draw gave her the all-in multi-ball, because she went all in or something. But hey, 4 balls, Jesus. That's a pretty damn lucrative multi-ball. Hey, 1.2 million there for that shot. Nice, nearly locks a ball. If she can bring another multi-ball into this, that will not only give her a few seconds of ball save, but also add in another ball, just helping her extend this massive multi-ball. There we go, 14 million. Stephanie takes second place. This is ball 3, player 3. 20 million is what she needs to catch up to Kelly. She's absolutely on her way there. I'm very fond of this little target here. I think it's very cute design. I think it's a bit odd locking your, or like having that be the one target to light your locks. But I guess the ball naturally hits that target with the slingshots. And I think kind of like Spider-Man, I think there's a few kind of just like rubber rings around this area that have switches behind them. And I don't think they necessarily do anything aside from doing sound effects and just awarding little points to help randomize the little points you score. But I noticed Spider-Man had a couple of them too, and I think it's just a unique kind of thing I've noticed on games from this time, especially the Steve Ritchie ones. Yeah, you wouldn't see people putting switches behind arguably insignificant rubber rings on games nowadays. Nice, 18 million. Stephanie is getting closer. Nice. One more ramp to finish her hand. Hey, starts a multi-ball. This is good. This is great, actually. There we go. Now, if I was Stephanie, which I'm not, I'd be letting these balls go down the middle while my ball save is going and sticking on this upper playfield and just nailing that captive ball. There we go. Ball save is up. 2 balls in that scoop. Come on. Nail it. Lock is lit. Okay. 1 more ball, and she might get an add ball, potentially, if she can get a ball locked up there. Now she just has to go through the challenge of getting the ball up there. There are 2 shots that give you that upper playfield. Aside from the plunger, this right ramp and a really cheeky buck tucked all the way in there. It's pretty deceiving in terms of how tight that shot looks, but I reckon it's a bit more makeable than you think. Steal the blinds in multi-ball could be big. What is stealing the blinds? Is that a poker phrase, or is that just, I don't know. There we go, 21.8 million. A whole million ahead of Kelly. I believe last ball Kelly only had 150k in bonus.
I know what's gonna happen right now.
So she isn't safe just yet. Okay, advances Hold'em. No? Skill. Yeah, no, advances Hold'em. 1 more shot to finish her hand. Although she is on the 3rd city, so I doubt she's close to going to the 4th city. Nice, hurry up started. Could be big. It's all good, it's all good. Chilling. Extra ball. Nice. Extra ball is always appreciated. Not worth any points because, again, we're just playing in the arcade setting right now. We are open to the public, and that is why I keep dipping out of the booth to serve customers. And so that also means extra balls are on and tournament settings are off. Which is also kind of refreshing, especially in the likes of Circus Voltaire not having those virtual locks. 21.8 million, I believe Kelly has done it. Nice work, Kelly. Not an easy game of World Poker Tour. Everybody surpassing 10 million. That is a pretty damn good game. And I think everyone should be proud of themselves. And I believe the other game in this tournament is still going. It is Charlie's Angels, although I'm a bit confused at what maiden this is. Now, it is Hugo's birthday today, so make sure to wish him a birthday in chat, and I will, I'll let him know. There we go. I think the game's finished, and Hugo's just trying to tap pass, maybe. Good skill to develop. I find on this game, Shatson from right to left is pretty accessible. However, Shatson from left to right can be pretty dodgy there. All right, next round is up. Well, not up, but is about to be up. And while we wait for those results in that round to be entered, we'll watch Hugo attempt a tap pass. The fairest maiden. Happy birthday, Dr. Hugs. I'll let him know, Mr. Alfeed. There we go, and I'll let Hugo know you wish him a happy birthday too, Callum. Nice, nearly a tap pass there. Here we go, nice trap there. Oh, perfect. That was good. Not as good. This is not a technique you want to be not a technique you want to be trying in a coin drop setting, that's for sure. Here we go. We've actually got 3 Gottlieb games in the arcade at the moment. This, Black Hole, and Close Encounters are the 3rd kind. I'm pretty fond of games of this era. I find, as much as I do like the bellies and sterns, I find the bellies are kind of a bit on the safer side when it comes to design, but I do like the rules on those bellies. But I reckon the rules on this game are sick. Trying to advance your bonus by hitting all these different targets all over the playfield. And although this shot is jank-as, cheers guys, have a good one. Although that shot is pretty janky, I do like lighting your rollovers and having the ball come down it. There we go. What game are we watching now? We might go Johnny Mnemonic. Or as I have on OBS here, Johnny M, because the last thing I want to do is spell out mnemonic. Here we go. Johnny Mnemonic used to be in the arcade a couple years ago. And since it left, it's been hanging out in Kelly and Alfie's flat. And I believe Alfie knows this game inside out. And now it's returned, and we'll definitely be using this in tournaments, as this game is chaotic, man. It is not an easy game to trap the ball on, and has a few tricky shots on it. There we go. This is regarded as one of the highest scoring games of all time. Or, I don't know, maybe at the time. Attack from Mars is pretty high scoring, but Attack from Mars is a lot longer playing than Johnny Mnemonic. There we go, gets her bonus multiplier. Can be very lucrative when you've got Spinner Millions. When you got Spinner Millions going. Nice left ramp. Beauty. Combo in it. Nearly makes it a third time. Unlucky drain there. This left ramp is beautiful. And you can keep, no, I say you have a shot at backhanding it after each time. However, the speed that the ball comes back to the flipper on kind of varies, I find, so I've never been able to, like, say, get 10 ramps in a row or something along that. However, it is a pretty good bail shot from both flippers, and is pretty crucial to getting your throw-in spikes, which are kind of like little mini modes. Here we go. Cash is in a first lock. If you're not too sure on how to play this game, I'd say a pretty safe thing to go for is your multi-ball. Typically at the start of the game, these two shots are lit for your lock and let you use the glove to put a ball on the grid, which can give you awards. And then to relight your locks, you want to hit the saucer here, the Crazy Bob saucer, who I don't think, I was reading somewhere, he might not be a character in the movie. He might be original to the Pinball machine, or maybe he's dates back to the book. I'm not too sure. Want to see some big spinner mills? Yeah, I'm hoping to see some too. That's very tricky to achieve. Very tricky to get to Spinner Millions. This is not a game for long ball times. This is a game for those with precise flipper aiming and flipper skills.
Launch the ball.
Here we go. Skill shots on these top 3 lanes. As far as I'm aware, there's no secret skill shot, and you just move the lit lane to be the one that the ball is about to go into. Locks are big if you want to take out the best awards off the grid. That's true. Yeah, that's when I was versing Alfie, I was trying very hard to lock him out of doing any bonus related things because I knew he was going to spin a millions. Nice! Cash is in the first throwing spike.
Access code 2 activated. Go for the right.
Yeah, sometimes multiplayer games do, well, I guess they make it a bit of you make you fight for real estate on that grid, that's for sure. I kind of mess with it. I'm not the biggest fan of say lock stealing, but I think in certain ways it can be done well, and I think at least from what I'm exposed to on this, it's kind of cute how you can block off awards and stuff like that. Like I like that on Doctor Who, how if you lock the first 2 balls and then you don't cash in the multi, you're making those other 2. The ball lock's really hard for that next player. Here we go, nice bonus X, perfectly done. Nearly gets the Crazy Bobs. Nice. And that might be another ramp. Spinner Millions. I'm hoping she knows about Spinner Millions. Game does its best to remember where each player placed their balls. Doesn't always work out. Interesting. I wonder who was on programming on this one. Or maybe, like there's only so much the hardware can achieve. Maybe they couldn't physically program such memory into the game. Here we go, praying to see some Spinner Millions. There's a spinner on this shot here, and as the name suggests, it is worth millions. I think 10 million a spin. There we go, 300 mil just from that one shot. Only lit for this ball, and it's all awarded in bonus. And she has bonus X going too. Gets Yakuza, can be worth heaps. Praying for some millions here. She is blowing this game up. Ooh, okay, let's get a look at the bonus. Come on. Nice, 2x, 600 in bonus. That's how it's done. That's one of the ways to get big points on Johnny Mnemonic. Excellently executed there. Here we go, Emmeline. Player 4, short ball. Very tricky pop bumpers to survive. They sometimes might hit a sling. I've seen on some copies. You could argue, you know, you can drop catch, but if you're not the most flipperly skilled player, those pops can be quite the danger. Okay, so the game remembers where you put the ball. I'm just reading your message, Simon. And
Player 2 is up.
someone else had a ball. Yeah, okay, interesting. Very interesting. Alright, I really... just like big guns, I hope people don't start asking to play this one on single player. Because I think there is a bit of strategy there in regards to the whole grid in a multiplayer system. But very frustrating nonetheless, I can agree with that. I was actually unaware that 3 in a row gave you double jackpots, so I'll be taking that into account. Oof, and Kelly takes a tilt. Not what you want to see with 200 million on ball 2. But hey, all you need on Johnny is one good ball.
Skill shot complete.
Yeah, I think so too, Simon. I think it does add a completely unique element to the game, right? I'm not against the grid stealing. Yeah, I do think it adds an element to the game that you wouldn't experience otherwise, and a lot more strategy, a lot more strategy that I can comprehend. And yeah, I'm not a big advocate for playing single player games or like even on big guns plunging out balls, because on big guns your locks are always one shot away. It can be pretty simple to start that multi-ball on big guns. I don't really think it's that big of a disadvantage. I'd argue Adam's family should be played single ball and have the balls cleared out before I argue big guns should be. Correct, Alfie. I did that game is a bit of a haze for me now, but I do remember intentionally stealing the hold bonus or something related to the bonus on the grid, just to stop you from spinner millionsing out and holding your bonus. So I guess it was a sacrifice for the both of us, because I don't think I did anything substantial that ball in terms of bonus anyway.
Player 1 is up.
I remember being pretty peeved off when I lit my special on the grid during tournament. Was not the award I was hoping for. But hey, it pays to pay attention to Crazy Bob when he's showing you all the awards super fast towards the start of the game there. Here we go. Yeah, Pop's feeding that right slingshot. Brutal ball. I think that might be last place for Esther. Struggling to see that player 4 score. A bit of glare. Player 4 might have an even worse score. Here we go. Come on, Kelly. Just a couple shots and you'll be ahead of Esther. There we go. Skill shot. That could be big. Nice. 75 million. I think she has Esther in the bag. Now she practically wants to times her score by 10. And should be good. Nice, gets a throwing spike. I think that gave her gigabytes or big points. I don't know what big points are. It might have been 50 million, which I would argue is not big points on this game. But
Player
I don't know
3
this game that
is
well.
up.
Here we go. Now she might be one throwing spike away from a quick multi-ball. Gets a frenzy going. Alright, I'll take that. All targets are 15 million. Alright, the spinner might be a go. 15 mil a spin, that sounds better than spinner millions, or at least the base value spinner millions before any bonus multipliers. Cowbot spinner. Nearly gets it. Or if she had got that right ramp. Here we go. Is this a multi-ball? Maybe not. Maybe she's locked out of spinner millions during the frenzy. It's all good. 195 from the frenzy. Hey, it's points. There we go. She's looking very safe. 2.1 billion.
Player 4 is up.
Come on, here we go. I think 94 million. Emmeline is on. Ooh, takes a hits that lock shot at a very odd angle. Doesn't quite get it. No ball safe for Emmeline. Might leave her in 4th place, which is very unfortunate when she had 2 scores and reach that she could have caught. But hey, that's Johnny Mnemonic. Hey, double match. Love to see it. Here we go, and I believe the next game is finished up too. That was Bram Stoker's Dracula, with Jennifer taking it first, then Stephanie, then Lucy, then Carly. Would have been cool to have seen Dracula as well. Maybe we'll get to see it in a new round, or one of the future rounds. That was round 4. Trying to see how many rounds they are playing. Not too sure at this point in time. Oh, well, maybe they just go until they stop. Here we go. Let's see what games they are playing next. Just waiting for the next round to go up. There's no Hugo practicing tap passes in between rounds for us to watch. Here we go. We'll stink 2 games, but the score display's a bit screwed. We might go watch Godzilla. Cheers, Simon, for popping in. Always good to have you in the chat. Good luck in the workshop. Hope everything goes to plan. Here we go, Godzilla. Where are we, Godzilla? Come on, there we go. A lot of games to pick from. We have, I think, 21 games on streaming. Here we go, Carly and Godzilla. Always a good combo. Alright, here we go. Are the games still set up like they were for the New Zealand Pinball Championships? Yes and no. Like, short answer, no. However, on Godzilla, it wasn't really a decision that we've made, but we just happened to have those tournament rubbers on. And I believe certain switches might not be working on this game at the moment. I really need to look into it. Like, I don't think... Here we go, reverse shot. Didn't give her the mini wallet, so there's definitely a switch out on that building. Very interesting. Makes this game a hell of a lot harder. Yeah, I reckon these comp rubbers are real nice, eh? Yeah, there's a few games where I've really grown to prefer the comp rubbers, like Labyrinth. Pretty much any game. Iron Maiden even. Not that Iron Maiden's rubbers were bad. Can we get those rubbers in New Zealand? I don't think you can buy them locally. Not that I'm aware of. Not that there's many pinball related parts that you can buy locally. I wonder if there's any Aussie places that buy them. So these are called Suzo Hap rubbers. And I believe we bought them from the Hap store overseas. I think we bought them from the States or something, maybe even Europe. But we bought a hell of a lot of them. I think we bought like 100 of them. And I gave them a big clean after the weekend because they got grubby super fast. It was not they're not the prettiest rubbers in that regard. But I figured I really want to use them in future tournaments similar to the New Zealand champs. So try keep them nice for then. Yeah. Here we go. Emmeline choosing Ebra. When playing Ebra, you want to hit the 3 spinners on this game, and you want to hit each one of them. And you want to get enough spins on each. And I believe the 2 on the side have lower thresholds compared to the one at the top, which might have double the spinners you need to complete. I'm not too sure on the exact numbers there, but I always find that I might complete the left and right one in one really good shot, and then that top spinner I have to hit a couple times, maybe even 3 times. Here comes Hugo with the ladder. Be able to fix this camera for us. Check this out. Oh yeah, no scores for us, but should be good in a second. This looks good. 15 on the sides, 40 on the middle. Yeah, I thought on the middle it was a bit more, but I didn't realize it was over double. Here we go, zoomed in. Now we just got to get it in focus. There we go. Birthday boy working on his birthday, as in working on these cameras. Here we go, Carly coming in to support him. Here we go, that looks better. Oh, maybe a smidge more. Oh, overshot it. Nearly. There we go. Oh, overshot it. Come on, buddy. There we go, back up the ladder. We've got a little iPad with OBS, like an OBS kind of mirror running on it. There we go. That's more than that's readable enough. There we go. Perfect. So scores are 65 for player 1. Hell yeah. 6 million for Carly here, player 2. Nice. Grabs that easy skill shot, which is a skill shot I go for because personally I value those extra seconds of ball save a bit more. Sorry for the delay. That is Hugo riding on the iPad there. Here we go. Carly cashing in some ball saves. Nice, progressing towards Mecha Godzilla. That building is not registering. Nice, nearly gets that rage combo. Recovers from the from the failed right ramp. Here we are, nice save there, taps it over. Gets a jet fighter, saves the building. There we go. Beauty. She can hit those 3 targets in front of Mecha Godzilla. She will have it lit. Here we go, locks are lit. Oof, takes an outlet, but I believe that's only ball 2. Leaving her locks to be collected on the 3rd ball is a pretty good position. Here we go, Stephanie player 3, 14 million. Still anyone's game, although player 1, Emmeline, does have a bit of a lead. Nice, progressing towards Mecha Godzilla. Love to see it. Do not love to see that that pop bumper down the middle. However, a bit of ball save is still running, I reckon. Here we go. Nice, just needs control of that ball. Easy, hits the ramp. There we go, locks lit up the middle. Come on. Here we go, and Mecha Godzilla multi-ball's lit. All the options right now. I'd be going Mecha because I think that multi-ball is awesome. There we go, takes a ball lock. Easy as. Come on. There we go, gets the short plunge. Hey, that was like 1.5 mil just for that skill shot. There we go. Cashes and Mecha Godzilla. Now for Mecha Godzilla, you have 3 jackpots lit. One on the left ramp, one on the building, and one on the right ramp. And after hitting one of those jackpots, the Mecha Godzilla target bank will light up. And you have to make one of those targets before your other jackpots will reappear lit. Here we go. Come on, just needs to hit that Mecha Godzilla bank, that blue flash and hot dog insert. There we go, nice. Now just needs to hit the hardest one, left ramp. Especially more difficult on multi-ball when you're using that left flipper and can potentially block yourself off. There we go, 33 million, not bad, not bad. Takes 9 million for that multi-ball. However, she is getting closer to Emlyn, about halfway from catching Emlyn's score. There we go, starts Jet Fighters. Yeah, not the greatest Jet Fighter attack, but hey, points are points, and she is on the road to catching Emlyn's score there. We'll have to see how ball 3... Am I saying Emlyn? Yeah, Emlyn's score. Here we go, player 4. Nice, 10 million. Still anyone's game. All of these players are more than capable of winning this. Nice. Maybe try get a ramp, get some modes lit, get some multi-ball, progress towards that main multi-ball. Nice, clean spinner hit. Don't think that gets her much at this stage of the game, but that's all good. Nice recovery from the scoop, hitting it straight up at that building. Down the middle, but that's chill. Pop bumper does seem to be kicking off the soft plunge. Yeah, I think we might need to look at centering that plunger there. It might be rattling around and sometimes coming off at that pop bumper, depending on how it kind of comes off of this the lip of the ramp that's a bit curved there. Here we go. Now Emlyn does have her oxygen destroyer on the right outlane, so if she does see that outlane, she will have a special mode in place to help her save the ball and continue on with their ball as was. Nice save! There we go. Destruction jackpot lit up the middle. Whoa! That was crazy. Oof! Unlucky. Saves after saves, leading to a drain. Always the case, isn't it? Emlyn's still leading, player 1. There we go, 88 mil. Got a decent lead on everyone else. Closest player is, I think, 33 mil. Here we go. Carly can beat her, though. Nice. Takes the short plunge. Yeah, there we go. Go on. Nice. I believe if you hit the pop bumper on the short plunge, that's a skill shot in itself. There we go. Locks are lit. Come on, she needs to hit it up the middle. Probably be the safest strat around now, and she does have an ally on the scoop, which can be helpful when it comes to scoring more points or potentially extending her multi-ball. Nice! So I believe that's lock 1. There we go. And it's going to kick out onto the ramp, and so she won't get a chance at the skill shot and won't have a few seconds of ball save. Whoa, ballsy shot there. That spinner has not been nice. And again, there we go. Hey, but she's getting pretty good at feeding that tail whip shot. And 3 times. There we go. Just needs it on the right flipper so she can nail that build. There we go. Nice. Starts Godzilla multi-ball. It's a good position to be in and has her ally lit on the scoop. Double scoring would be pretty good around now. However, I think she's cashed in the edible. I hope she is aware of it and can use it when her multi-ball is about to end. Nice. Now, I'm not sure if that super jackpot will be able to be achieved I think she's got an edible lit on Mecha Godzilla. Would be handy to cash that in pretty soon. Come on. You can hit it from both flippers. I don't think that super jackpot's going to register. I think it needs to be a full building hit. Come on. I think the edible was then cashed in. I think she might have pressed her button too because there's 5 balls in play, so 2 edibles have been started. It's a shame that the ball saves kind of overlapped. There we go. Hey, that one should be coming back, I reckon. Or not. Oh, we've got 2 balls in play. Super jackpot's lit. Don't think it will register. Here we go. 71 million. Getting so close to Emberlyn. Nice. Here we go. A few more jackpots. Come on. Maybe the right ramp for maybe a triple jackpot. Come on. Nailing that spinner, but no jackpots have been lit. She has rinsed that spinner clean. Okay, 77. But still has a... Ooh! I think that might be it. No bull save because that building isn't registering. I don't know if bonus will be enough. Ooh! 8 million off. This game would be very different if that building was registering. Not just for Carly, but for Emmeline also. Here we have Stephanie. Player 3, ball 3, 45 million. Has to catch 80 million for second place and 88 million for first place. Or at least for the time being. There we go. Skill shot multiplier. Not really the one you want to be taking on ball 3. Here we go. What mode is she picking? Goes for Titanosaurus. On this mode, you want to be hitting targets one by one. Starts off on this this left target here, and then it goes to the right, and then to the very right, a very tricky hard target, and there's target on the left, and then you finish on the captive ball. So arguably, it's a 5-shot mode, but a couple of those are pretty hard. Don't think she hit any of them. It's unfortunate because she would have been on the roadmap to getting 88 million. All good, puts up a respectable 52. Like I was saying, it's really anyone's game. See if player 4 can do it. I think she is on 19, maybe 18 million. 88 million for first place, 80 million for second place, and 52 million for third. Here we go, player 4 still going. What mode is she picking? Getting the strats from Carly, respect it. Can always respect a player that is willing to educate their opponent on the rules of a game. I think the person with the biggest dick in the room is the one that is not gatekeeping certain rules and tips about games. Because at the end of the day, it's not a quiz on who knows the most, but who can play the best. Here we go. Starts a multi-ball. This is a good strategy on trying to catch 88. And at the bare minimum, she should hopefully catch 52. Not too sure what her score is right now. Nice. Yeah, 53 million. So she's already in third place. So she is in a very good spot. Nice. Cashing in that right ramp. Such a good shot. Gets a few building shots. There we go. Come on. Jackpots, baby. I've never really looked at the screen. I knew jackpots weren't worth much, but I didn't realise the base value was 250k. Here we go. I think that might be 84 million. Might be game. There we go. I think that's 80 million. Ball added. Super jackpot's lit. Fireworks are going off. And on that other match, Kelly got first place on Pulp Fiction. Then it was Jennifer, then it was Esther, then it was Lucy. Here we go. I think that's done. I think we might enter these scores. Here we go. Only took like only 70 mil at the moment. Oh, is that 69 that I'm seeing? Not 89. Still going. Now they got it. Okay, now they got it. Beauty. There we go. Carly giving us some strats. Love to see it. 90 million. Might even crack a hundy here. Mothra save. Such a good sound effect. Here we go. I wonder what game we'll see next. Hopefully not Circus Voltaire because of that display. Here we go, extra ball too. Let's try to keep the comp moving. I'm not the tournament director, but I'd be pretty keen to start this next round. Here we go. Maybe is the ball stuck? It might be stuck somewhere. Don't know where it is. It might be up the top. There we go. Oh, stuck on that little magnet there. Yeah, happens from time to time. We've installed a magnetic switch here because that gate was a bit iffy. Although, yeah, it was giving us a bit of trouble in the first few years. Or maybe it was the spinner. However, this magnet has the tendency to sometimes get well, the switch that's magnet based sometimes will have the ball catch onto the magnet side of it. All good. I wasn't paying that much attention. Didn't realize it was a ball stuck.
If it goes too slow, like
Yep, no building at all. Yeah, maybe those balls are getting magnetised. And that was a good game of Godzilla. So that the building kind of has two switches. If we go back to Godzilla, I'll explain it a bit for you guys. Let me just find it. There's kind of like two switches. There's like an opto-based switch around here, and then as the ball kind of goes through and follows this path, there's like another switch around here. So this one isn't registering. So we're not getting full building hits. Anyway, we have Hugo on the commentary team for you guys. I'm going to go bring in the flags.
Just grabbing flags. Alright, so let's change this over to World Poker Tour, everyone's favourite game, not only in the shop but in the whole world. Jen starting off, I don't think she hit the initial upper playfield lock. Unlucky drain out the right out lane. I'm not sure if Ash said, but this game, along with most of them, other than Pulp Fiction and Godzilla, are essentially completely new to most of the Maidens tonight. Something a bit of fun about having a bunch of new games in. Not many people have played them, so it's leveled the playing field just a little bit for tonight's tournament. Classic, keep the ball alive, shoot the flashing lights. So, from the little I know about this game, Jen right now either wants to light that third lock on the... shite! Drop the pin. Either wants to light the third lock, just this flashing green light right there, or just progress the actual hold'em by shooting either ramp, so that'll take it from the, what's it called, from the flop. She's got the flop now. No, she hasn't got the flop. I know very little about poker, but hitting it up the ramp, give her the flop, and hitting it again, turn, and finally the river. And when you complete those three shots, you essentially you finish the city. And yeah, you want to get through all of the cities, and I assume there's a bit of a wizard mode. But like I say, very little experience with this game. Alright, cool. Bugger. So she lit that third lock. So multi-ball is lit for ball 2, which is a good place to be, and a completely fine score. Getting freaked out a bit, but I promise you to drain onto player 2. By the way, I'm not entirely sure what's happening with the, I guess, the scan rate of this the score camera here. I'm not sure why it's getting a whole bunch of lines through it. Initially, I thought, because this is where Pulp Fiction was positioned in the shop, I thought it was just an issue with the refresh rate of the score displays. Hang on a second. Some customers sit.
Oh no! Wow. This one feeds directly
Player 3 starts with Queen 10 to club. Keep going.
Perfect.
It's always the way I watch the game.
Player 4 is 8 3 o'clock.
Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. So what I was in the middle of saying was, alright, it needs to be zoomed out a bit too, can't quite see the rest of the player 2 or 4 score. But yeah, originally I thought that this game was where Pulp Fiction was. And if you remember from the older streams, the score displays would be constantly flickering. And I thought it was just an issue of the refresh rate of those sort of old style displays, the alphanumerics. But turns out it's just this camera itself. This feed we're getting here is I don't know, frame rate or the scan speed of the sensor just doesn't match the 50 or 60 hertz, whatever these displays run at. So unfortunately, yeah, you just have to deal with how flickery the screen is here. Oh, sorry, 1 second.
No limit multiball.
Back again. Right, yeah, so for the time being we just have to deal with how flickery that score display is. Maybe it's fixable in the future. But thankfully this one's a lot more readable than what the alphanumeric on Pulp Fiction was doing. But enough tech talk, let's see how this game's going. I tuned in at just the wrong time because unfortunately Jen just drained out. Had a multiball going. Just ball searching for the drain. Yeah. So I had a multiball going, which is good. Obviously cashed it in from the 3 locks from ball 1. Finishing up with a score of 4.8 million. I believe that was ball 3. No, ball 2. So all good, all good. So another ball, but 4.8 is nothing to sneeze at. Where are we at? Ball save. Good job, Magda. Right, catching that score pretty good, and also got some locks to cash in and progress that hold'em. Let's see if Kelly can do it. So Kelly and I had a bit of a practice on this earlier in the day through split flipper, and we were just mainly going for those 2 techniques: the progressing the Texas hold'em and cashing in those locks. So I imagine she's going to try and hit this right ramp right now. Beautifully done. That's a turn. So 1 more shot to either ramp will finish this Paris mode, and she can progress onto the next city. There it is. So she's got all the cards, and now the cards will reset. Wins 1 million points for that. And Vegas? No, Atlantic City. Very bad at skyline knowledge. It looks like she's nearly got that upper playfield multiball. There it is, yep, to release that captive ball.
Side pot.
3 times.
Making that hole would sure come in handy, man. Lock is lit.
Things that we compare anything to a plus. Straight plus. Fantastic.
Jackpot. 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 All too loud. Side pot. Lock his lips. Jackpot.
Right, where did we get to? So I tuned out. Kelly seems to be blowing it up. Yeah, I wasn't actually watching, sorry. I assume she just had, we're just doing a multi-ball or two. It seems there's still no progress in the next city for the Hold'em cards. I'm still actually yet to learn what the drop targets are for here, and here. If anyone in the chat was aware of what they do, let me know. Alfie, Kelly was inches away from bringing in the other multi-ball. That would be pretty cool. So like a double multi-ball. That seems good. It seems like pretty much all the points in this game are from multi-ball. So having two going at once would be bloody ripper.
One more hit. The whole multi-ball.
Alright, Carly, where she's at? She is in a multi-ball. Nice progression on the Hold'em as well. Ace in the hole. Is that the upper playfield multi-ball? Seems to be. It's just a 2-ball. I'm getting nods from Kelly. Higher Peanut, you can stack all 3 multi-balls. That's cool. First, it's pretty cool that there are 3 multi-balls. I didn't know about them. Obviously, there's the upper playfield, which I've learned is Ace in the hole. There's what do you call this one here? What do you call this? And then these guys. What do you call that one? That's another one I know of. Number 4. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe that's what the cards are for. And maybe 4 if you count the mini wizard. Is this mini wizard the progression of the cities? Who put this guy on commentary? It's like he's never even heard of Pinball before. Unlucky drain from Jen there. Or higher Peanut with the backs. Let's go. 1 for upper. We know that. 1 for orbits. Orbit. Oh, an orbit face multi. That's cool. And yeah, the lock target and poker hands. So the poker hands, you say, is that to do with the progressing the city, or is that simply if you luck out and get a good hand in poker? Because if it's the latter, that's a bit bullshit if you ask me, being all luck based.
Should also mention no alcohol sales during
Cheers, catch you later. Drop target collections. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You have to use the drops to get 1 of every poker hand. Cool, cool. That's a cool challenge. For as much shit as I gave this game, I think it's pretty neat like that, you know? I'm a big fan of simple but not stupidly simple games. Like obviously you got the games from like the 70s, 80s where they are just simple for the sake of being simple. To the point where as a gameplay wise they're kind of bad. They just have novelty factor. But then obviously you've got your modern Sterns and all the rules around that. They're cool, they feel great to play, but I'm a big fan of these like simple rule games. That's why my number one game is Fishtails, and closely behind Medieval Madness. It's just very obvious what you're supposed to do. And yeah, this is what, just 4 different things to do. Hold'em, orbits, what was it? Standard lock, upper play field, and drops. Boom. You know, that's a game I can get behind. Would I ever own this? Hell nah. Would I enjoy playing this if I'm trying to get good at nailing shots? Absolutely. Alfie says hit castle or catch fish. Hey, that's my middle name, my man. Hey Kelly. Tough. Bloody good second ball from you, Kelly. Good second ball. Yeah, with that second ball alone, that's enough of a pretty healthy lead. But we'll see what Carly can pull off right here. Has the talent to do it. Look, the scores are already. Dragging behind just barely, but if she can get a couple ramp shots, she should be in the money. I'm not sure how many balls she has locked, but she does have the light lock target lit, or flashing. So a hit at them, hit at the ramps. Is the mic freaking out? Am I cutting out every once in a while? BRB customers.
May all your cards be live and your pots be monsters.
Oh man! Look at that glossy top one. It's so there we go.
Are you guys beginning? Everything from the world
I'm back. So I believe they'll be going into finals now. And they're not sure where they're doing it. Is there a camera that shows down the back? Can we see what's going on if we just throw it on say, medieval. Can we see them? Where these ladies at? Ah, we can kind of see that they're blurry, and they're over there. So in the bottom 4, since there's 8 of them, bottom 4 are welcome to go home, but they're also welcome to stick around. The top 4, I believe, will be going into a finals round. Not sure how many games that's going to be. That's sort of just up to Kelly's discretion. Yeah, so we'll just wait around. See if the match play wants to show a link to the finals. Otherwise, let's see. Cheers. Catch you later. Okay. Clone. In progress. Oh, not you. You can go away. What was that for? You can come in, but. Alright, we are still sitting patient, seeing where the top 4 is going to be. Where's it going to be? Kelly's just run around pointing at 6 games. What, are we doing an amazing race?
We have a tiebreaker for the third and fourth place.
Oh, cool.
Who are fourth for the final will be.
Haha, alright. I could have seen that if I just looked at the standings.
I suggested a novel method of picking the games. And one of them pick a number. You pick where you're starting from, but don't tell them. And then count your way around from that starting one, the number that they have said. So that's why she ran over here and just started running.
So, unfortunately, the game picked was the one with a shitty display. Where is it? Pulp Fiction. There it is. So, I'll see if I can get up there and zoom out this this score cam. It shouldn't be too disruptive. Yeah, I'll see if I can pull that off. If not, tough. So I'll be back in a sec.
Seriously though.
Hugo has returned from the ladder realm. So yeah, scores are visible now. I wasn't perfect, but you can definitely see all 4 scores now. I call that a win. Alright, I totally missed what the first balls went like. So we got 100k plus bonus. 253. Okay. That's the thing about Pulp Fiction. These scores are essentially the same thing. You know, it all depends on that skill shot, which is super, super valuable, and made a bit more difficult due to how, you can see, where is it? There. Nope, I missed it. There. Close enough. The gate for the back left gate isn't opening up to let the ball go through for that skill shot. So the only way to get that is to soft plunge and let it come down the right side here, or just completely chance out and get your 100k from when this is lit. So you can get big ass points that way. If you just keep the ball alive for long enough and you know 5-6x your bonus, you know, huge points there. Starting a mode can be life or death. Sweet, so we've gotten a 2x bonus there from hitting all 4 rollovers, the 1, 2, 3, 4 targets, rollovers. Alright, here we go. So we should be seeing a healthy, even further lead happening due to this mode start. This is my least favorite of the modes because I hate this magnet shot. I've hit it about 4 times in my whole life, always ever never by accident. So if you manage to hit that, then you can get your points, and you know, then cashing it in as well, getting those extra points from hitting the mode start shot again once the mode times out. Unfortunately, not really any points from that mode for Magda. Though, thanks to that 2x bonus and just flipping around, we did get to see another 100k from that ball alone. So Stephanie's got quite the score to catch. No small feat. And unfortunately, doesn't get the ball under control, doesn't manage to reach the required score. So that concludes the tiebreaker for 3rd and 4th place. So Magda is going through to the top 4 finals. Stephanie, unfortunately, is removed. Barred for life. Which is all good. Magda, as far as I'm aware, fairly new player to the game. But blowing some games up. I won a couple games. At least one, as far as I'm aware. Back to yeah, I got two firsts. Very good. Alright, now we wait around for the finals call. I'll see if there's another game that's actually in focus. Maybe. I think Godzilla's facing the other way. Kind of see a bit of that King Kong action. Nah. About the same. And that score camera needs to be straightened. Oh, hi Peanut, do you go for Big Kahunas or Drag Race with your inlands? I never strategize hard enough to give you a clear answer, to be honest. When I see the car thing going, I'm just hitting that. Big Kahunas. Honestly, I never cashed them in, because what, to get the Big Kahunas going, that's that, the gun magnet, right? To actually get that playfield multiplier going. Enjoy this out of focus shot. It kind of shows it. It's ominous, very ominous. Also, now that we have the standings cemented. First place qualifying, Kelly Mitchell. Second, Jennifer Bays. Third, Esther Ehrenheim. And fourth was confirmed to be Magda. So, bottom four, we've got Lucy, going to be a complete newcomer. Emmeline, Carly, and then Stephanie at that number 5 spot. All very strong players, to be honest. It was such a cool turnout for 8 players. A few more than what's usual for Maidens, which is bloody awesome to see. I'm hoping this is going to be the year of Multiball Maidens. I'm hoping people just waltz in, you know, they stumble across the social medias or see the signage we've got up in the shop and say, hey, I'm a lady, I want to play in a bit more of a social tournament. I don't want to be amongst a whole bunch of sweaty dudes who seem to be dominating this needlessly male-dominated field. Yeah, I want to see more. I want to see these ladies come in, I want to see them enjoy themselves. I want to see them then bring their friends. Such big potential for Multiball Maidens this year. I think I got high hopes. I think it's going to be big. I'm hoping we see lots of new characters in this year. Alright, finals are up. Okay, so it's a 3-game playoff, starting off with close encounters of the third kind. Game number 2 will be Charlie's Angels, so another oldie, and finishing up with World Poker Tour. And I don't want to try and claim that I was the one who suggested this idea, but I may have said to Kelly, I think it should be pretty much exclusively all the new games, all the new additions to Yops, with of course a choice or two of something people actually know. I started off pretty good with this Close Encounters run, so we're all learning how the hell to play this game. For me, Kelly's just handed me a beer, which is mostly full. I think she should have it herself. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, this game, you basically want to just keep mashing and mashing this this rolling target here, and adding bonus on those drops just on the right. And when appropriate, on the right flipper, heading up and getting these 3 rollover lanes. And we're back. Yeah, the most luck I've found with this game is just keep mashing the rolly targets, and adding bonus on the right there. It's even better if you can do it when it's lit, obviously. But the ball does just float around and does what it wants to, so you sort of just have to let the ball do what the ball wants to do. Yes, it does have that spinner lit, which is extra good news for trying to get that final A target. But unlucky drain. Unfortunately, this particular spinner, I don't know if it's in all copies or just this copy we have at the shop, but that spinner is ass. You get like a couple rotations on the biggest riffs. So it's not perfectly tuned. Nice getting all 3 of those ABC rollovers. Thanks High Peanut for that commentary there. I'm not as familiar with these old Gottlieb's as you might be. So thanks for that knowledge that all goalie spinners are pretty shit. Magda stepping up for ball number 3? 2? For 2. That's a pretty huge scores from players 3 and 4. I despise that outlane with that extra rollover above. I swear you have to shove the whole thing to the left just to give the ball a bit of a shove to try and get it over that sling. Bit of a house ball there from Kelly. Dragging behind the other 3 players in terms of score. Maybe this is not the game for Kelly, but 2 more games left in the round. Nice. What I love about this game as well is because of where the center post is placed, like how high it is up to the flippers. The hole between the flippers is actually pretty tiny. Yeah, well timed. That save would not be possible with pretty much any other game, just because that center post is so high up, so fat. You can do a technique. I've heard it called a Kirk pass. There must be some guy called Kirk who at the moment is a bit less famous than one other person named Kirk. But it's just where you let the ball roll down the flipper and it will bounce off the center post and perfectly land on the next flipper. Excellent trust in that center post. Higher peanut, come on, man! You can absolutely. I was ripping them in Welly Champs as much as I could, even if I didn't want the ball on the right flipper. If it was rolling down that left inland, I was Kirk passing it. It's just so much fun. It's so silly. Everyone says, "Ooh, wow!" Nice final rollover of the ABC, and of course that's how it goes. Once you get everything lit, that's when the game says, fuck you. Huge score though. Huge score. But it's still going. Yeah, 5x bonus. Far out. Yeah, 300k. That's a nice healthy lead. I think even if Esther had a house ball for a 3rd go, going to be looking pretty massively ahead. Let's see if I can take some photos while I'm behind the commentary desk here. Don't really have the lens on for the situation. So we're going to get a bit of a computer screen in the corner. You can see with the camera here. Hello. Right, Kelly, ball 3. Got a lot to catch. Nice recovery there. Unlucky! Kicked out for fighting. So a huge win from Esther there, thanks to that insane ball too, the 5x bonus. Telling the other ladies how she got that done. So game number 2 is Charlie's Angels. I'll switch over that camera here. Oh, there's there, found it. So I think Kelly said that the play order is being changed here. Kelly starting, then Esther, then Jen, then Magda. I heard Kelly say Magda, so I trust her pronunciation of most words in the world. So I'm gonna keep going with Magda until I hear otherwise. I do not trust that. So yeah, Magda play it full. Very sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, either now or earlier. Unfortunately, no center post to save you there on Charlie's Angels. I consider this game to be quite the snooze fest, as Ash likes to say when he describes boring games. Not a lot to do, you know, like this game really deserves a spinner right here. I think rip a spinner, and then like back here, I think there should be some rollover targets. You don't need them here. There should be some rollover targets here, which complete the drops, just like in Meteor. On the right there, I don't think you need the those rollovers. Maybe. Yeah, I like the drop bank. I like the drop bank on the right. I enjoy the rollover at the top, the chic letters. They're just a bit hard to get to because yeah, that feed from the right sucks. It sucks. You have to sort of luck out with the I and the C, which is kind of done there. You can technically get the H rollover from that left lane. I'm yet to do it. I've heard it's been done. Oh, potentially getting it here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so chic is spelt, so I believe that's lit. This target here for big bonus. So at the moment it's just going to score bonus. Does she have 4x bonus going? Oosh. 4x 20-ish K. Big points. We're cruising through 100K, looks like. Yep, cruising through 100K on ball 1. That's mental from Charlie's Angels. I'll admit that I spent far too long today. Probably upwards of an hour of today. Just trying to get over 300K within the 5 balls I had. Eventually I managed, but it took longer than I care to admit. Hold on. Just so you're aware, we'll be closing in, we're closing in roughly 20 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. 10 grams in chips. And I'm probably...
He's not serving up.
If you can't finish that, can we return?
Yeah, so I can either refund you or you can keep it for
Thank you very much.
Are you open like 5 minutes?
Yeah, definitely 5 minutes. So these guys need to play this game and one more game. Then we'll be closing up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so then...
Oops, didn't mute the mic during that. Oh well. Where did we get to? Mug just stepping up. Not a player. Didn't see the rollovers. Let's play 4, right? So now we're on ball. Oh, play 2. What order is this going? I don't know. Anywho, Kelly's back with the big score. See, who was playing 1? Another awesome score from there. Just building up those points, building up the bonus. The worst outlane in all of pinball. Nah, not really, but no fun. It has to just be coming down at the right speed. It's not even about shaking the game right. Or how, yeah, it has to be coming down with the right sort of speed. Right, where are we? Player 4. Player 4. Ooh, excuse me. Player 4, ball 2. Build a pretty nice looking bonus. About 40k in bonus there. Let's see how much higher that can go. Plus, of course, any score that's scored. It's just a regular play. Needs the white drops, I'm hearing. So there's 3 on the right. Looks like there's 2 already down. Just needs that top one. If Jen can hit that, we should be seeing some big points. They're just struggling to get the ball under control to be able to line up that shot. Ah, nearly hits that H target. Oh, unlucky. Bad outline there. Yeah, caught right up. Oh, surpassing player 3. Nice. So it takes the lead. It's really just a race between player 1, 3, and 4 at this point. Though, as we've seen from everyone, it only takes 1 ball. So player 2 is not out of the race yet, especially since we are set to 5 balls for this game. So we're only going into ball 3 now. So we'll have a better indication once we reach ball 5 probably. For now, it's still anyone's game. Ah, bullshit. That's unlucky, but you know, thankfully we got those that ball 4 and ball 5, because that would be not the best way to end it after the first 2 balls being as awesome as they were for Esther. Nice clearing out those top rollovers. Getting some of those bonus drops, awesome. Only 1 remaining, just that one in the middle. I think she knows to go for it too. She's just trying to, when she's on the right flipper, trying to hit those, the 5 back, when she's on the left, trying to clear out those 3. wicked. Cashed in the bonus and nearly cleared the 3 bank once again. He's got that middle one again. Oh, not the thing to do on this game. Not on Charlie's. Thankfully didn't lose too much of a bonus because it was cashed in earlier. So not the end of the world. Unless I was wrong. Yeah, exactly, higher peanut. At least you collected the bonus before the tilt. Yeah, I think it's only about like, what, 5-6k when the tilt happens, so not the end of the world. Using that. Actually, 71, I can't quite read that. That'll be any lower, that's not 11, no way. It's gotta be 71, surely. Kelly again, killing it with this third ball. Still got all 3 of the 3 bank up, but only 2 more of the 5 bank. Potentially savable, but not worth losing the bonus. Not too big, but I don't know what it was. 15, wasn't looking. That 175, I'm guessing, is what that player 3 score was. Let's see if Jen can catch a nice lead here. Starting off on about 150. Unlucky there, just a bad feed out of those drops there. But taking the lead, as long as Jen can hold that lead, she's cruising. She's cruising. Back to Esther. Up there with some big points. Let's see if she can catch. Only ball 4, there's still 1 more after this. Can she hit a rollover? No, the unlit rollover. Eye is already done. Hits a drop. Good. Nice, hits the H from that left lane. Not something you see every day, but as it is designed, I'm sure. Tough center drain, but good little bonus there. Still healthy, very healthy score. Alright, bug the player 2. Can we get a nice completion of the 5 bank? It comes up again, that's good. Earlier today there was an issue where once that 5 bank was completed, the drops weren't coming up again. But glad that's sorted. Huge bonus at the moment. You are absolutely right. Jesus, do not tilt again like you did last time. Good grief. 50k there, and you hit the collect bonus target. Must have, which seems to be dropping as we speak. Oh my god, what a score! What a score! Just shy of 300k looks like. Woo! And another ball to go. So what I was saying before about, player 2 not actually out of the race. Proven right. So yeah, drag behind for the first 3 balls. Ball 4, go in X Games mode, and just blowing it up. Now, the other 3 players probably sweat. They've only got 2 more balls. Kelly's only got 2 more balls. Esther owns one more ball. Kelly had an aneurysm. That's unfortunate. That's something you don't see at every tournament. But you know, there's multiple maidens breaking new grounds and the medical events at live on stream. Oh, unlucky, Jen. Unlucky. The inlane little shats there to the outland. Tough. But still ahead of Kelly. Still ahead of Esther. So at this stage, it's sort of looking like a battle for second place. Esther unable to catch Magda's massive score. That's okay. Oh, is that a confirmed third place? Can't quite see player 4 score. It's either a 4 or a 9. If it's a 4th, then anyone's game. If it's a 9, then Esther is confirmed. Last. Yeah. So we'll see how big of a lead this can go. So cash in a little small bonus, but we take the points where they come. Gets that 4th rollover. Nearly reaching 400k. Are we gonna see it? We're bloody close. Yeah, just shy of 400, if my math is correct. 394, I'm guessing. If that's 399, I would be so mad I didn't hit 400. Alright, let's see if Kelly's recovered from what happened to her earlier. She has, but the game has not. The game hates it. So we're looking at a 3rd place at best for Kelly, depending on how this football goes for Jen. Unfortunately, yeah, scores seem pretty set right now. Jen will need to lock the heck in to catch, yeah, there we go. So confirmed scores, we got Magda at 1st place. Jen at 2nd, Kelly 3rd, and Esther 4th. Pretty surprising. They were all very big scores. It always sucks when you get a crazy score, but you still take a last place with it. I'd still be very happy with a 163 on this game. It does whoop ass whenever it feels like it. But finishing off the night, we are moving on to World Poker Tour. I'll just switch the camera now. If I can find it. World Poker Tour there. I should be popping up pretty soon. What's up, gang? What's up? Final game on this beautiful game. With the beautiful score screen. Thanks to what's happening with these this camera. Let's bring it home. So I'll do a little recap on what's happened with the match play based on those 2 games. So Magda and Jen both scoring 10 points between those 2 rounds. So they're tied first. Just 2 points behind is Esther on 8. And Kelly's down. What's happening with the mic? Is anything happening now? Getting lots of clicks and getting lots of clicks in my ears. Hopefully you guys aren't getting that because it's hurting mine. Kelly trailing behind, only on 4 points. Even with that, yeah, not looking good for Kelly. So even with a win, Kelly is out of the running for 1st place. Really, at this stage, Esther and Jen. So whoever wins between Magda and Jen is sort of not necessarily guaranteed, but very likely to win. Always does depend on how the other three players go. Especially when you've got another player just behind you, only 2 points behind. I'm not good enough at math to tell you what outcomes would result in a tiebreak or crazy wins when it's unexpected. For now, we'll just enjoy the game as it goes. I've already got the multi-ball going, the ace in the hole. Guys, how's my trivia going? Ace in the hole. Seem to get that pretty much straight away, if I'm not mistaken, getting it from that first trip up to the playfield from the plunge. If not, then shortly after. Already hit the flop. Could hit the turn. Finish off the city of Paris. Still going, got a ball added. Nice. Takes a drain but has the ball save still going. Cheers guys, have a good night. Going to city number 2, got 4 balls going. So this is some sort of combination multi, I assume. Could be an animal. Again, don't really know this game. Cashed in lots of jackpots. This is quite good ball to start with. It's a very good ball one. Wish I could see the score, but I'm confident this is a ball one to run home with. Yeah, 20. Jesus fuck. 23 million ball one. I would take that any day in a 3-ball. Ball one. Ball one. 20 mil. Get out of town. Still got a ball save flashing. It's down to 1 now. Still getting jackpots, so yeah, there's that other ball. But still healthily in multi. Got an extra ball target flashing. Scoop flashing, I should say. I assume extra balls are turned on. So, sort of at the Maidens' discretion if that should be a plunge out or if it should be a play it out. But if they are turned off, then sort of should be worth some points. Oh my god, the jackpots just keep coming. 30 million. Ball one. One city complete. Huge. Absolutely massive ball one. 32 million. I believe the replay's set to something like 36, so we could be seeing a bloody replay after the next couple of balls. Jen having less luck at that upper playfield, but should be covering up now. Have another little attempt at hitting the ace in the hole. Unfortunately not, goes through the little gap straight to the pops. Getting some points from them. Well, any points just sort of look like nothing compared to Magda's ball one. Nice, advancing to the flop. Couple more shots to the ramp to complete the city. Unlucky feed there from an incomplete left ramp. Right, Kelly steps up for play. Really is to prove her value after the performance on the first 2 games. But sticking up that upper playfield pretty well. Hopefully be able to trains out of the alpha playfield into regular play now. But I imagine that was pretty decent progress on the ace in the hole. So now Kelly just wants to collect cards, progress the hold'em. Good save there. Didn't save that one. Ace is stepping up to try and grab that #1 spot. As long as you can get a... Obviously, it's not over till it's over, but like he's going to win this one. So chasing that second place in this game will guarantee a second place in the overall tournament. No, it'll be a playoff. If Jen comes third in this game, she'll get 3 points, putting her at 13. If Esther comes second here, we'll get 5 points, also putting her at 13. So we may see a playoff for second and third. If the gameplay continues as it has been right now, Margaret being uncatchable, Kelly wetting the bed.
Here comes the turn. 8 of diamonds.
Esther
He's been put on the clock.
getting a healthy score.
One more hit. Ace in the hole, multi-ball.
Nice, begins ace in the hole. This is exactly where Esther wants to be trying to catch that second place score. She's just trying to end it, the multi-ball, very quickly. Not what she wants at all, actually. That's okay, that's okay. Some points in the bag. We'll take the 5 mil. Yep, we'll take the 5 mil there. Right, let's see if we can get a replay of this ball. So with that extra ball time flashing, got a couple of ramps to hit to finish off Aruba.
Keep going.
Just brick between the ramp and that extra ball shot. Well, it says extra ball. Let's see what this is worth. Oh no, seems to actually be giving it an extra ball. So we just have to skillfully plunge this out. Probably want to plunge on the advance hold or mystery. Do not want to land on skill flip. That takes the mystery and she'll get 100k. Probably wanted to pick advanced hold'em. Jen is up to the plate. Gonna have to score a few more points to get to the first ball. That's all good. She advances towards that ace in the hole. Gets a couple shots to that locked ball. Unlucky there. Just can't get the game going. Which is completely understandable because this is a, relatively speaking, pretty new game to Jen as a tournament players. Apparently not to Mark Day. Cheers, mate. Probably gonna copy this at home.
2 more hits.
Kelly.
1 more hit.
Nearly got that ace in the hole. There we go. Now we want to see some big points. Starting off the multiball about 3 million. Let's see where it ends. She could also do a couple shots with the ramps to get jackpot and also advances the Hold'em. So, if I'm understanding the game right, it's just sort of like a medieval madness multi-ball, where obviously jackpots are good, but it's also a very good time to advance your castles, just because you've got those extra balls to keep going on the right flipper and keep smashing the castle. Double drain out the right, yikes. But getting progress too with the that sort of main multi-ball. With that first lock. It's only 1 million points on that multi-ball. Very unfortunate with that double drain at the outland. Probably the worst feed I've seen all day. It's coming right down the middle. I keep forgetting to take photos. See if I can pull some off here. Callie just catches extra score, but it could all end in a heartbeat. Yeah, so, well, no, it actually doesn't catch her, but well on her way thanks to that hurry up. So it seemed to get an extra ball in play, but did the very sportsmanly move of not leaving it in play, letting it drain. As the very respectful player she is.
Sweet tricks.
So I can grab a pick here.
Welcome to the WPT Poker Corner.
You can't always be the same player. Change gears from time to time. King of Kings gives you 4 times.
Unlucky Jane. But seems to be healthily in that second place spot. Yeah, got double the points of next player below her. So I'd be feeling pretty comfortable if I was Esther to get that second place. And Magda, as I called earlier, gets a replay. 32, not 36. Right?
Here's Courtney with the WPT Poker Corner.
You can't always be the same player. You have to switch up your style to win.
Thanks to you 9 viewers who are sticking around. Very cool to see. Multiball Maidens is one of my favourite tournaments that's hosted at Yops. Very fun vibes. Not sweaty. I love me a sweaty tournament, but no, it's good to just hang out, you know. And that's what Maidens is all about. So if you are new to pinball, you want to just have a good time, hang out with some cool people, Multiball Maidens is the place to be.
Here comes the turn. 8 of spades.
Alright, just one more shot to either ramp to complete this Hold'em hand. I would personally go for that, but I'm also someone who cannot get 32 million points in this game. So I will let Magda make the choices she wants to make.
Look at that.
Jesus. These only have a couple of drop targets not done.
One more hit.
2 on the left, or just one? One flashing on the left. Seems that 9 on the right isn't lit either.
Here comes the river.
Alright, that's the final shot of this round of Hold'em.
Player 1 has walking sticks. Here's the
Was she
flop.
already on a
5,
river?
6. Player 1 flop 2 pair.
Was that her first hit complete? I'm not a great commentator because I obviously wasn't paying enough attention. What's going on here?
Lock is lit.
Lock's just lit, so either this the left shot to the left of the center drops, or just right of the center drops. Nice saves there, beautiful save there. Royal flush, big points there too. Maybe this game is too deep for me as a simple game enjoyer. 40 million! I would not be surprised if we get to see Naga. Not be surprised if we get to see some initials put in after this monster game. I'm not sure how much it's been played since it was put in here at Champs. But yeah, no need to put in a score as big as this, even at Champs. So yeah, would not be surprised to see some initials put in. Going into yet another multi-ball. Please tell me those balls come back. No, that's the multi-ball over. Very, very unlucky. Oh no, never mind. We got balls are going. Whew. Never mind, spoke too soon. Catches one jackpot for the road as that multiple ends, and we're going straight into another. Now, let's grab a photo. Sorry for that commentary right now. Hello. Gets yet another extra ball. So let's see what skill shot she chooses when that comes around at the end of this ball. Oh my god! Right, it's going to become a new goal during our working days to attempt to get anywhere close to a score like this. This is just beautiful pinball. And this is with one extra ball not played and another one to also not be played. So imagine another 66% of the score added on if she was playing this out to the same degree of confidence. She'd just be monster.
Welcome to the WPT Poker Corner.
55! Remember when she was 30 million points less from this and I was blown away?
Here comes the flop. 3, 4, 5.
Nice, gets that flop. Is she going to go for a return? Nearly hits it. Oh, just managed to get the ball under control. But, wowee. Massive, massive score. Obviously, anything can happen, but I'm thinking this is a winning score right here. Other players have a lot to catch.
There's the turn. 6 of spades. Good for a pair.
Jen's nearly got that, that first Hold'em completed. Doesn't quite manage to get a ace in the hole multi-ball from the upper playfield. Real unlucky feed from that lock. Didn't quite hit it hard enough to get it all the way up. So that's a confirmed last place
Here's the
for
river, ace
Jennifer.
of spades, queen, finishes with a flush, ace high. On to amazing Atlantic City.
So what this
Walking
means,
sticks.
Jen only taking 1 point, putting her on 11 points. Esther at current rate, looking like she's going to become second, so we're getting 5 points.
Oh my, he's been
Putting
put
her
on the
13.
clock.
So no playoffs. Until what I was mathing earlier.
Lock is lit.
Way to go.
Alright, here we go. What do I need? 46 something? 50. I need 50,000, 50 million points.
Esther doing some quick math to see you know, the casual, the cool amount of points she needs to catch that first place.
Lead trick. There's the flop. King, 8, 10. Player 4, flop, top pair. Ace in the hole, split Mike. And player 4 has an ace in the hole.
Awesome game.
One had a great game.
Awesome game. And yep, initials get put in. To be expected with a game like that. Only has got number 4. I wonder if any of those scores are from champs or from being in the shop. Or if they're historic scores. Ugh. Wow. Okay, I'll throw the camera onto the... Hang on, does this do anything? No, not that. This one. That's nothing. This one's nothing. Test? No, base layer. No, definitely not that one. No, okay, that's enough of that. I'm just going to put it onto Old Faithful, Blurry McGee, slap it onto Medieval Madness, and we can see the the presentations happening there. You might just barely be able to hear them, but just in case I'll repeat everything said, as I'll be able to hear it in real life. So as a whole, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, everyone. Only 6 of you here. Sorry for boring you there, for the 3 of you that dropped off. Much appreciated you guys coming along. Always appreciate the support. So let me just refresh this match play to hear everything. So yeah, Kelly takes that 4th place position. Jennifer in that 3rd place, Esther in 2nd. So just by the levels I'm seeing, it looks like you guys heard all that. But yeah, first tournament ever. Oh, at least first Maidens ever. So yeah, awesome to see that result from Magda. I will start closing off the stream now. Chuck it onto the end screen. Yeah, thank you for watching. I am going to get to work with closing up the shop. And yeah, thank you all for coming. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out the VOD. That should be all sorted out tomorrow. I'm sure Ash will get on that. I think he's working tomorrow. No. Maybe Hamish will sort it. If no one sorts it, then by Saturday, I'll get that sorted. Alrighty, that's it. Let's close up the stream. Thank you all for coming. Bye!